Welcome to another Choose a Career segment. Today I'm here with Cameron from Chick-fil-A, and we're going to talk a little bit about your position, which is acquisition. Tell us about your position.
Absolutely. So acquisition is going to be the profession and study of bringing in qualified, experienced, hungry, like-minded individuals ready to work.
Okay, now where do you work?
My location is South Haven Chick-fil-A, right by Walmart and Fazoli's. My office I share between the restaurant. I share with an off-site location as well, where we also do a lot of the behind-the-scenes catering and marketing. And then I also do have the privilege of working remote as the duty calls.
Okay, so maybe we should start with Chick-fil-A as a corporation. Y'all work differently than some other fast food chains. How are you structured?
Yes, so I think it's important to know that Chick-fil-A South Haven, like every other Chick-fil-A, they're all independently owned and operated. Our store has been the original to DeSoto County. We've been 28 years this upcoming November. And it is structured in that going from the top down, we have our owner-operator, Mr. Stewart. He's been the original to that store since we've been open. From there, it kind of structures down into directors. Under the directors, you have managers, team leads, so on and so forth. So I report to our two directors, our operations director and our catering director. And then depending on the situation, the task, the project I'm working with, I'll also report directly to our owner operator as well.
Okay, so technically, do you work for that owner or do you work for... Okay.
I do work for that owner specifically.
Okay. Now, with fast food, as somebody owns a franchise, which is what it's called if you purchase a restaurant under the brand like Chick-fil-A or McDonald's or something like that, you have to maintain certain standards. Otherwise, the franchise can be taken away from you, correct?
Correct.
All right. Tell us a little bit about the inner workings of the corporation Chick-fil-A. What are some of the values and the things that have propelled Chick-fil-A, quite frankly, to the top of the heap when it comes to fast food?
Yeah, absolutely. I think at its core, the two biggest things that stand out for me are, number one, the drive from a local level and from a corporation level that each Chick-fil-A gives back to their community. That is very important to the original founder, Truett Cathy. He has since passed away, and now his children and grandchildren are taking the helm over in corporate, over in their Atlanta office. Community is incredibly important. We strive on a more local level, as well as I like to call it authenticity. I like everyone that comes in. I want them to be the most authentic version of themselves. I believe that really also strives back and gives back to the community mindset that we have. On top of that, the values, they are very large in family. They're very large, a little bit in worship. That's not necessarily why they're closed on Sundays, but I'll get to that later. But it's very important to them that they remain a staple of the hospitality and the culture that made us so successful in our original days.
I think one thing that strikes me about Chick-fil-A as a business is the consistency across every restaurant I've ever been to. It seems to always be there. The cleanliness, the corporation obviously strives for everything to be in very clean working order. I think those things are amazing to me, and it seems like y'all have very qualified and respectful workers.
Yes.
And to my understanding, y'all pay better than a lot of the other restaurants in the area do.
We try to, yes. We try to stay competitive, and believe it or not, a lot of our competition are a lot of the warehouses that have started popping up, like Amazon. A lot of them that will hire in at high school age as well.
Right.
Yes.
And it's hard to compete with those jobs just because, as far as the salary with those jobs, because of the nature of what y'all do compared to what some of those jobs are. Okay, so how many different types of jobs do y'all have within the Chick-fil-A family? Obviously, this is a big company.
Yes. So if we're talking on a localized level for South Haven, I can tell you as of last count, we had 115 uniquely individual hired positions.
Wow.
The majority of those are going to be what we call team members. So our team members are going to be the individuals you'll see on the front line. They'll be manning the front counters. They will be working in the kitchen. That's the heartbeat of our store. If we didn't didn't have them, we wouldn't be able to be as successful as we are. So I would say if you're looking at it from a top-down overview, we probably make up 70 to 75% of our staff are classified as team members. Our next step up, we're going to have a little more specialized positions, so coordinators, trainers, team leads, and then from there, the further up you go, the more leadership positions start to dwindle down. From a leadership standpoint, we probably have 10 or less managers, directors, including our owner-operator, Stuart, that make up us. From a corporate level, there seems to be millions of positions. Right. My favorite one that I like to talk about is Chick-fil-A's research and development, their R&D department, and it's comprised of world-renowned chefs that are in there every single day trying new recipes, trying to see how we can tweak certain things. You know, it's no secret that Chick-fil-A just did their waffle fry 2.0. So if y'all have noticed that there's a little bit of a taste difference in our waffle fries, those were the chefs behind it.
They stay crispier longer, which was always the thing.
Yes.
Especially if you were in the drive-thru and heading home. I love it. Okay, tell us some day-to-day tasks that an acquisition person works on. What are some things that you do day-to-day?
Yeah, so day-to-day from the acquisition side of things, I am in our job search engines looking for qualified candidates to see if there are any that meet the requirements for positions we have open and now ready to post and fill. Outside of acquisition, I'm also involved in our training and development. So I will meet with our lead trainers to determine where our new hires are at in their learning process, see if there's any time that they need spent on certain positions, certain projects, things that can really help strive to make them perform better and to feel better as well. Chick-fil-A can be a high stress environment because of the expectation that we have as a brand. So it's very important to us that the individuals we bring in are able to perform under that pressure. From the acquisition side of things as well, a lot of my day-to-day, I get to do things like this. I get to, pitch and market our store, which is this, honestly, believe it or not, this is my favorite part of what I get to do. I get to wear a lot of different hats. I'm also involved in a little bit of any type of disciplinary meetings if someone's not performing well, or if there was an incident they had with a guest, I need to address that at that time as well. So outside of just acquisition and development, I think the best way I can kind of summarize it is I'm just involved in a generalized human resources position.
Okay. If anyone is interested in being a part of the Chick-fil-A team, what could they do? Absolutely. So for us specifically, and as we mentioned, we are a franchise, I monitor a website called hireme.com, HIGHERME.com. They are able to apply on that website. Our street address is 235 Goodman Road West in South Haven. You'll go through the proper channels. You'll go ahead and select which position we have available, and we have 3 types of positions named: front of house team member, back of house team member, and catering. Now, catering, you are eligible to apply as a high school student, but you do have to be 18 or older to apply for that. For front of house and back of house, you can be 16 and older. Think of front of house as dealing up front with the guests, back of house dealing behind the scenes in our kitchen. Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to say? Eat more chicken.